Welcome back to the Whisky Couch here in sunny South Africa with me, Gustav Miller, as your host. Today's whisky is the Jura 21-year-old, and this is Whisky Tasting and Food Pairing Review number 84. 84, and for today, Jura 21-year-old. It is the fifth and the last one in this short series that I'm doing on Jura whiskies. From the Jura distillery situated on the Isle of Jura, founded in 1810, it's embossed on the bottle there, 1810, and owned by Whyte and Mackay. Jura, of course, from the Norse word that means island of the deer, and it's quite fitting seeing that there are less than 200 people on this island, yet more than 5,000 deer. So it is indeed the island of the deer. It's one of my favorite distilleries, which I visited a while back with my son, and I enjoy what the website says. One road, one pub, one community, one distillery, and then I always add one island. Quite fond of this distillery on the island of Jura. We stayed in a hotel on the northern side of Isla, and you can see the strip of sea about 800 meters wide that separates Isla from the Jura island on the horizon, and that is the village where the Jura distillery is, in that small village. This whiskey, the Jura 21-year-old, one of my favorite Jura bottlings, matured in ex-Bourbon casks and then finished in vintage Oloroso sherry casks from 1963, the same year of the rebirth of the Jura distillery after many years of closure. So quite fitting, and bottled at 44% and non-chill filtered, which makes me very happy because that means maximum flavor. I've already poured a dram to let it stand for a while before I do the tasting. This is the gift box in which this Jura 21 comes. A beautiful box with a window there and the Jura distillery. It's got some information on the back here. It says vintage casks have given this spirit a flawless finish of soft marzipan, crushed walnuts and bitter chocolate. The palate is further rewarded with whispers of succulent maraschino cherries, citrus fruit and soft licorice to complete this memorable experience. And I can't wait to do this review. Jura 21-year-old, dark ruby color and a wonderful nose. Orange chocolate. Orange chocolate that I'm picking up on the nose and the marzipan. So there I agree with the information. Like I've said before, I don't always agree because this is a very subjective process and each person has got his own adventure with every whiskey that he or she tastes. Lemon and sea salt, something that you will find in most of the Jura bottlings is that sea spray, salty sea spray. Soft caramel, nuts and coffee, and some brown sugar. Wonderful nose. Oh boy, this is a complex, rich, full-bodied. The citrus is there, the licorice is there, a little bit of bitter chocolate. What a pleasant experience. Some coffee notes and then dark berry jam. Sherry, because of the sherry cask influence. A little bit of oak spices to balance, and then the sea salt also on the palate. The oak balance, the ex-Bourbon and sherry cask balance. What a wonderful experience. The warming. The finish is medium long finish with the dry tannins from the wood and that sweet and salty warmth that just lingers and lingers and lingers. It doesn't want to go away. It just stays with you. 44% ABV. So I've added a few drops of water, and the oiliness in the glass after the water. More sherry and grape and toffee with a few drops of water on the nose. Just that wonderful warm sherry feeling. If I have to summarize what I experienced with the Jura 21-year-old single malt from the Jura distillery, I would say rich chocolate covered sweet and salty berry cake. That is my summary for this whiskey. Rich chocolate covered sweet and salty berry cake. One of my favorite Jura bottlings. In the US around $150 US, in the UK around £100, and South Africa 2,000 South Africa rand, more or less. Yeah, which is more or less a 21-year-old whiskey price. So it's a reasonable price. If you want to pair this whiskey with a food snack, then I would recommend that you connect with the coffee notes, the riches and the chocolate notes in this whiskey with a coffee chocolate cake. That would be one of my recommendations. But you can also try fruit cake. The complexity and the richness and the sweetness will be a good flavor companion. Or venison with a mushroom sauce. That will be a very good flavor companion as well. What I've prepared for today is 2 slices of beef fillet steak, pan fried with a slice of brie cheese in the middle, and then on top I have got a berry jelly. I think it's a red currant jelly on top. Beef fillet, nicely pan fried, medium rare. And this will be a good pairing. The saltiness and the pepperiness of the fillet steak with the similar flavor notes in this flavor profile, the creaminess of the cheese and the sweetness of the red currant jelly. I think this is going to be a perfect pairing. Wonderful, the beef fillet, cheese and the jelly. Oh boy, 5 out of 5. This is probably one of the best pairings that I have done so far. A rich, full-bodied, mature whiskey with a bold snack, meaty, and what can I say? This is very, very good. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you soon for the next whiskey tasting, food pairing and review. Sláinte.